Hello and welcome to New This Week on ArtistAloud.com, the sound of independence. Today on the show, we have our first ever international artist all the way from Sri Lanka. He is a self-taught actor, singer, dancer, director. Wow. He's hugely inspired by Michael Jackson. He believes he was born to perform and entertain the crowd. Today on the show, he's all set to promote his two new singles. Please welcome Dushyanth. Dushyanth, welcome to the show. And I must say, not only are you multi-talented, you are so passionate about each of the art you perform. Yes. It's amazing to see, and it's very rare to see such artists. Okay. I saw your website. And your website looks like a CNN news portal, and I'll tell you why. There's so much of content onto it. There are so many videos. There are so much, written about you. It looks like news is coming in from, across the world. Yeah. That's how I felt.
Well, I like to do as much as work possible.
Yeah?
And I got a good team helping me out.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
But you are a young artist, and you've achieved so much at this young nascent stage. I would say that you're one of the best in Sri Lanka. And if I'm not wrong, I saw your Facebook page and I'm like, this man is widely followed. Widely followed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Feels good. Feels good.
Come on. It's not good, it's great, right?
I really believe in keeping in touch with my fans.
Yeah.
And Facebook has been an absolute amazing social network.
Yeah.
And I'm on it and I'm kind of addicted to it.
Yeah.
And I apply myself personally on it. I do have a few people helping me out, but yeah.
You do a lot of stuff on your own as well?
Yes.
So you started at the age of what?
You mean professionally singing?
No, I mean, who discovered that here's a star and this star needs to be nurtured?
I don't know. It was, I was just a kid listening to a lot of Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah.
I was very shy and I think I'm still a little too shy.
Really?
I just did everything in my bedroom. I had my bed folded onto the wall, dancing in front of the mirror, having the TV brought into my room, and just following video clips and just imitating the people I was influenced by. And it was just a few years ago I was introduced into the scene by my brother, right? And then later on I was performing and people are like, "Ooh, where did you come from?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "My bedroom."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got started.
Right.
So yeah,
So technically you're a self-taught composer, singer, and a choreographer as well. So you came out of your bedroom, people started taking notice of you, and you go on to win the Excellent Singers Award.
Yes.
Wow.
That was in 2006 when I went to China.
Yeah.
It's just a fun that I did, and there was something before that actually. In Sri Lanka, we had an all-island singing competition.
Yeah.
I took part just for fun because my brother took part the previous year, and I ended up winning it. So that was when my brother's teacher was like, "Where were you? Why aren't you singing with me?" And then she forced me to join her choir, and then I did a bit of opera music.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it a lot, but I kind of want to do my own thing as well.
Yeah.
And the real story is I want to grow my hair and they didn't allow me. So I said, no.
Why didn't they allow you?
I don't know. We had a very crazy culture, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a very disciplined choir.
Yeah.
So my teacher was like, we were doing the masterpieces of Beethoven, Mozart and all that. And just the day before the show, she was like, "Dushyanth, you need to cut your hair if you're going to be singing." And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, I can't let you sing." Then I was like, "Okay, I'll quit." So that was the end of my opera stuff. Then later on I went to China. I got the Excellent Singer Award, and then I was in Kolkata.
Yeah.
Became the runner-up in the South Asian Superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few things like that.
And all of a sudden, everybody started to take notice of you. Were you already accepted in Sri Lanka before you won all these awards and the international recognition came your way?
Yeah, to a certain extent. It's like it all happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
I released a song in 2004 called Pana Sinihasa. It came out in another artist albums, but the song came out, but my name did not come out.
Oh.
And it was so funny how I was in UK one day. I was touring, and in a bunch of locals, they were saying, "Oh, this song Pana Sinihasa is such a nice song. Wonder who the singer is," having me right there. And they were like, "Dushyanth, do you know who the artist who sings it?" I was like, "Oh, you're kidding me, right?" Yeah. So yeah, things like that. So I was doing I mean, from the word go, I had a good start.
How did your parents react to it? That, it was the eldest son who was professionally taking up all these things and participating, and you were happy doing it in your bedroom.
Yeah.
So they were like, what happened to the eldest son?
No, my brother is doing great.
Yeah.
He's huge back home.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Only thing is, they're a band.
Yeah.
They're a band, so, I mean, it's not like I'm any second to him or he's any second to me, but,
Yeah.
we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, but you have different personalities and you want different things in life.
Absolutely, very different.
Yeah.
We might have similar mannerisms, but absolutely different.
How different are you from each other? And how similar are you from each other?
Oh boy, tough question.
Yeah. What's his name?
Santush.
Santush.
Yeah, he's a go-getter, just like me.
Yeah.
He wants something, he gets it.
Yeah.
Those are the similarities.
The
Differences, he's very aggressive when it comes to work.
Yeah.
And I'm very emotional when it comes to my work. I'm
Yeah.
very sensitive, I'm very passionate about my
Yeah.
work. But my brother is, his music, I mean, it's his number one thing, but yet again, he's got his own vision. As for me, it's for being a performer. I love being on stage. I love performing. I love having people around me performing.
Yeah.
But he's got a different focus.
Yeah.
He's a very, very far-thinking, business-minded individual.
Right.
Yeah.
So you also open for a lot of international artists as well.
Yes.
How did that happen?
That was thanks to my friend Shehan.
Yeah.
Shehan Rajaratnam. What happened was I was first sent to US for a local show. I did a show for the locals. I mean, in the sense, not the Americans, the Sri Lankans living in
US.
LA. Yeah, in USA.
Yeah.
And I had a good show. I had a very good show. I even had the security guards of the show coming and watching me perform. I had a very good response.
I hope you know that in India, the performance bar is marked by the fact if the security is concentrating on the crowds, you're an ordinary artist. But if they're concentrating on you, you are some artist actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did a few of Michael Jackson songs, Billie Jean. So, when I was rehearsing, these guys saw me.
Yeah.
And it was funny how I knew that all the crowds were getting more and more as I was performing.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I met Shehan. And Shehan was like, man, I never thought we would have a Sri Lankan
guy opening up, something like that.
And he was like, I came from Sri Lanka 6 years ago thinking like I'm going to do something in LA with the Hollywood thing. But one thing was always, which was he needed to get a Sri Lankan artist coming into the Hollywood or the Bollywood scene. And he was like, when he met me, he was like, Dushyanth, he put a pat on my back and he said, Dushyanth, I'm going to call you back. We can do something. And I was thinking, oh yeah, right, okay, a lot of people say this, nothing happens. But then 3 months later, I was in Sri Lanka. I got a call from LA. Shehan, he says, Dushyanth, do you know T-Pain? I was like, yeah. So he was like...
You're asking me?
Yeah, you're asking me about T-Pain. Yeah, of course, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
And he's like, so would you like to open a show for him? I was like, you're kidding me. Yeah. I know how capable he is.
Right.
But yet again, T-Pain.
But at times when somebody calls you up, even if you're confident about yourself and the other guy, it's a moment of disbelief.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, stop. I don't like pranks like this. And he's like, no, you got to prepare your songs in English, and I'm going to give you less than a month. You got to do your stuff, send the stuff here, and be accepted, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna. If you do your job well, you'll be in the show.
Wow.
And it went through. I went to LA in Anaheim, opened for T-Pain in 2011.
I was born to perform. Bring it on. Bring it on.
And it was amazing. It was just not T-Pain. It was Baby Bash came on stage, Waka Flocka Flame, and so many respected hip-hop artists came on stage. And I was like, whoa, I'm doing this.
Well, you surely are one entertainer, and you have been influenced by the greatest entertainer on the planet, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I think that's the secret. That's the secret. I really believed in him. I mean, now everybody says all good things about Michael. Yeah. But, at the time.
Of course.
There were so many things said against him, things done against him. But I was one person who was a very, very, very... I knew his life. So I always believed in his talent and his humanity, and I wanted to be like him. So, yeah.
You wanted to be like him? But there's another track which you're here to promote, which is Be As One.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us more about the track.
Well, it's very interesting how I wrote the song for a particular girlfriend at the time.
a particular girlfriend, mind you. Get the phrase right.
You'll understand what I'm saying, because there was another girlfriend involved in the same track. So what happened was, she had gone to Florida for her higher studies, and I was missing her. And I just wrote a few lyrics. The song was coming out good, and I was just stuck with the first verse and the chorus. And then, however, things went bad, and we broke up. And then I was not inspired anymore to write anything else about that song. And then I was again in love. And then I got inspired by that girl to do the second verse.
Wow,
so that's
so you have a lot. So you have a lot of people to thank for that song, right?
Absolutely.
It's quite surprising, and you know that how these amazing songs have great stories behind them.
Absolutely.
Yours is an interesting one, and I'm sure the song is going to be equally exciting and interesting. So let's have you performing here on the show, and I'm sure everybody who's watching you right now is going to be taken by storm. Here's Dushyanth for you performing PS1.
Holding you close though you're miles away, missing your warmth every night and day. Loneliness has become a part of me, counting the days you'll be here with me. And I know it's worthwhile, hoping and praying for you every night. And I know it'll be alright when you're back with me, holding me tight. I'll be loving you, caressing you for the rest of our lives. We gotta be as one, we gotta be as one. We couldn't be apart from each other. Be as one, we gotta be as one. We couldn't be apart from each other. As one, we never leave as one. We'll always love. We shouldn't be apart from each other. Loving you, caressing you for the rest of our lives.
That was a fabulous performance. I like that hat, by the way.
Thank you.
You know, amazing stuff you have. You're so good. You like
What do
you
you
really
say?
know how you really know how to move. You know, I could see the entire crew moving around. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I must say that.
Thank you.
I must say
so
that.
much.
You're a true entertainer. I must say that. You know, talking about entertainment, your talent doesn't restrict to singing and dancing and writing lyrics. You're an actor as well. Wow.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, I got involved with theatre as I left school.
I thought you said, I got involved with a girl. She said, you got to act for me,
Well, I
baby.
got involved with a girl too.
Yeah. Oh, you're there? Yeah.
Well, like I was said, you know, I won this all-island singing
Yes.
competition, and then my brother's teacher
Yes,
was
yes.
forcing me to get into opera and all this stuff.
Yes, yes.
And then later on, it led to doing theatre.
Yes.
So we did the local production of Sir Andrew Webber's Phantom of the Opera. And again, just for kicks, I went for rehearsals because I had quit my previous choir. And a few other people left with me because they were like, we are so boring without you, man.
Yeah.
So, and then I got the lead role of Raul.
Yeah.
So, and then later on, it just came in, you know, just going for auditions, getting a lead role, getting a lead role, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I was enjoying, I was having loads
What was
of-
going through your mind at that point of time? That is this like a dream come true, or you knew that this is what you were born for? Be honest.
I always believe that I'm born for this.
Yeah.
And I remember even, you know, practicing my autograph as a kid.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
I used to tell my brother, yeah, this is how I'm going to do it when my fans ask for it. I was very, very focused. It was definitely a very simple teenage dream to be a singer or to be a sportsman.
Yeah.
Right? But it just, I don't know, maybe I just had my...
Yeah, then you were like, I'm not going to stand in that sun.
I did
this
work.
one.
I did work.
Yeah.
I worked for Mercedes-Benz for 5 years.
Really?
And I had absolutely wonderful experience because you meet creme la de creme of Sri Lanka, of Colombo, you know, buying all these luxurious cars and it's amazing lifestyle. And but yet again, I was doing really well. I was one of the best in the team, and but yet again, I was feeling so sad that I'm not on stage. Then I was asking my dad.
You're like, I'm not supposed to sell those cars. I'm supposed to own a few of them.
Yeah, of course. And I was like, so into doing this. And told my parents I want to quit. They were so against it.
Wow.
And they were like, you're doing so well at Mercedes-Benz, so why do you want to quit and be an artist? I said, yeah, but that's what I want to do. You know, I want to be on stage singing, you know, entertaining people. I want fans. I want people to love me.
And as you just mentioned that once I set my heart on something, I just go and get it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I gave the shock of their lives. I said, I'm quitting. And after 5 years, and they were like, you do whatever you want.
You have done great for yourself. On that note, I'm going to take a short break. And on the other side of the break, we're going to get more about this wonderful international artist named Dushyanth. Stay tuned.
He took his book, and I felt so privileged when he wrote the lyrics on this huge book. And I was thinking, okay, so the legendary Sonu Nigam, he's writing my song in his book.
Just the fact that got the chance to smile at her. I feel so good tonight. Feels like the love of mine. You are the joy of my life.
Well, I broke my leg on stage once.
What are you saying?
I need you. Baby, I need you. I need you. Consuela. 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 The world will carry on. The world will carry on. The world will carry on.
Joyful, joyful, 'cause that's the best way to be. Joyful, joyful, 'cause that's the best way to be.
Welcome back to New This Week on ArtistAloud.com, and I have with me the international superstar Dushyanth with me. Dushyanth, I want to ask you, were you only influenced by Michael Jackson, or were you also influenced by big stars here in India?
Well, I always liked Sonu. And I'm a huge fan of Aerosmith and Freddie Mercury. I love Queen.
But you mentioned a name, Sonu Nigam, and you also, fulfilled your dream of working with him.
Yeah, it is.
And one of the best composers we have in the industry, Aadesh Srivastava.
Yes.
And how was the experience? How did the entire collaboration come together?
Well, what happened was I was in LA after doing the T-Pain show. That's what all this happened. And I met Aadesh, and actually Shehan introduced me to Aadesh, and Shehan was just trying to, throw things at Aadesh, showing off. He was trying to show the stuff that I've done, and he showed a few videos, and somewhat happened. Sonu is very close to Aadesh. Aadesh has spoken about me to Sonu, and there was a little hint that I got, maybe there was an opportunity of doing a song with Sonu later on. Then I was like pushing Shehan, saying that, hey man, I want to do a song with Sonu. I want to do a song with Sonu. And Aadesh was like, if Dushyanth wants to do a song with Sonu, let's ask him. If he's okay, let's do it. Because he believes in me, Aadesh believes in me, Shehan believes in me. It's only a matter of
showing
Sonu
your work
be-
to Sonu and
and Sonu was like, this guy is good. This is the type of guy that we should work with. And I was like, really? And yeah, that's what happened. So just a few days it took for me to come to India. Took a melody which I had recorded in my phone long time ago.
Yeah.
Wrote the whole thing. In
That
about-
melody
yeah.
was like recorded when you had a breakup, or were you just...
No, it is a funny story though.
Yeah?
Few years back before
Yeah.
I did the song,
Yeah.
I was driving
Yeah.
and this guy cut across and I tooted the horn at him. I was so angry. I just tooted the horn at him and I felt good by doing that. Right? And then I told myself,
Yeah.
just the fact I toot the horn at him, I feel so good tonight. Right? And it came out like a song and I was like, just the fact I got to toot the horn at him, I feel so good tonight. Feels like the love. Okay, something's coming out. So I took my phone, I just recorded that.
Yeah.
Put the words into it.
Yeah.
So Halle Berry came into mind,
Yeah.
and I was writing the song to her. And yeah.
So how did Sonu react to it when you said that, oh, you know what, this is the kind of thing I've composed, and Aadesh ji said, this is what I want, this is how I...
Sonu loved the song.
Yeah.
And he was so professional. And he listened to the song then and there. He took his book, and I felt so privileged when he wrote the lyrics on this huge book,
Yeah.
like a catalog, where he had all the other songs. And I was thinking, okay,
So
the
now-
legendary Sonu Nigam, he's writing my song in his book.
Yeah.
And then he was so fast, and he just listened to the track, and which I had voiced for him
Yeah.
at the time, and he just did whatever the notation that he had to do, and he was like, okay, let's do it. I like this song.
Yeah.
And then he was like, Dushyanth, you got a very unique voice, and I like it.
Yeah.
Like, he made me feel so good.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a very good experience I had with
Yeah.
Sonu.
If you have to look up to an artist like Sonu Nigam, who himself is an international star, what is one thing that you would say that, oh, this is something to learn from him?
Oh boy, so much. I think it's something that he has acquired, because it's not just one thing that you can say he's good at. I watched his performance in Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah.
He interacted with the fans
Yeah.
so very well, and I think he said it on stage that it was one of the best shows that he has ever done,
Wow.
and that he never expected such good response in
Wow.
Sri Lanka.
So just the fact that he was in Sri Lanka, just the fact that you wrote that song, just the fact that everything fell into place,
Yeah.
just the fact, let's have the song, just the fact.
All right.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Let's get Dushyanth to perform Just the Fact here on News This Week, only on ArtistAloud.com. Here we go.
Hey, it's your man Aadesh Srivastava with Sonu Nigam and D-Star, Dushyanth, just the fact, check this out.
Just the fact you ही मुझे वो मिल गई, चुराई एक नजर फिजा में प्यार की, थोड़ी महक सी घुल गई. Just the fact I got the chance to smile at her, I feel so good tonight. Feels like the love of mine. You are the joy of my life. She got a style like a sweet Halle Berry. She got me high like a vodka cranberry. You are the one in my life is also very sweet as a buttercup, but you're the top and said no. Just the fact वो देख के मुझे हंसी अदाओं से भरी नज़ाकतें खिली कि सांसें मेरी थम गई. Just the fact I got the chance to holler, I feel so good tonight. Feels like the love of mine. You are the joy of my life. Just the fact वो देख के मुझे हंसी अदाओं से भरी नज़ाकतें खिली कि सांसें मेरी थम गई.
Dushyanth, I must say that you have some energy in you which is electrifying.
You haven't seen.
No, I'll
nothing
tell you
yet.
what we need to do is we need to put you in some cities here in India. We need to stick you to an electric pole so that everybody, gets this electricity in their house. You're a powerhouse, I must say. You're a
That's all I want to do.
You're a
Give
powerhouse.
electricity to you.
You're a powerhouse of talent, actually. I must
you.
say that. Do you plan your gigs that, oh, this is how I want to do it?
Yeah.
Or a lot of spontaneous stuff happens?
No, I try to plan a lot, and I believe in that. And but yet again, there are a few adjustments I always do.
Yeah.
You know, depending on.
Do you remember
the
one such
situation.
incident where you wanted to do something, it didn't happen, but something else happened?
So many times.
So many times, right?
So many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many times. Well, I broke my leg on stage once.
What are you saying?
Well, I had a 35-minute performance.
Yeah.
Right? That's something you never plan for,
Yeah.
to break your leg.
Yeah.
And in the second minute, I dislocated my knee. Came out. It was so painful, I didn't actually feel it at the first few seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it. And just about 5 seconds later, I was like, oh, it's broken. What else to do? You got a show to go on. So it had only dislocated at the time. But I was thinking, there was about 3,000 people in an indoor stadium, so many people screaming, and I couldn't stop the show. So I told the guys, okay, let's keep going it. And my knee dislocated 5 more times. And in one of my favorite songs called Jakcson, and one of the songs I initially released, I completely broke it. And I was so stubborn. I wanted to be on stage and just continue the show. And I don't know how I did it. But I asked for a chair and ended up doing the full set, and I was taken straight to the hospital. So that's something you don't expect.
Of course, nobody would expect, but you know, that's a philosophy of a great artist. The show must go on. Well, the show would go on with Dushyanth, but on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. So let's do something interesting over here. You know, I'm going to give you the lyrics. You know, this song is a huge song in India. Everybody sings it.
Okay.
So if you get this right, you have no idea that you would actually be like making, you know, millions of fans in India with one go.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay, let's do it.
It's simple. In English, it says,
Hey everybody, we are Raga Tripping on Launchcast.
Show the world they could be black. Live your dream, not just your life. Destiny, no more decides. We give to a creative guys. Don't forget to catch us this Thursday at 4 p.m.
on ArtistAloud.com.
Where it's music first.
Check it out.
ArtistAloud voice. Music in your heart, music in your soul. Hear it all together now on your phone. It's your music station, and it's on your phone. ArtistAloud voice. ArtistAloud voice. Music in your heart, music in your soul. You put your hand there, man. ArtistAloud voice.
welcome back to New This Week on ArtistAloud.com. I have with me the international star Dushyanth here. And Dushyanth, you were talking to me about how the show must go on.
Yeah,
and we've been talking about various acting, singing, writing, and I don't know what not talents you have. I know that you sing in English as well as Sinhalese.
Sinhalese, yeah.
Right? Have you ever tried singing in Hindi?
Yes.
Yeah?
I've tried singing what Sonu sang
Yeah.
in my song.
Yeah.
And a few other songs as well,
Yeah.
But I'm not that good. But
Let's try a couple of lines. Yeah.
shall I do just the fact in Hindi?
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'll
Doesn't matter.
say the right thing, right?
Go for it.
Because just the fact you ही मुझे वो मिल गई चुरा दे एक नजर फजा में प्यार की कोई महक से घुल गई Is that right?
Of course it's right.
All right.
But do you know what you're singing?
Well, it's something about I just saw this girl and you're so fascinating. Got the kicks in me, something like that.
Right. So you've acted a lot in Sri Lankan movies.
Not a lot. I've done one major and one Hollywood movie, which just got released called A Common Man with Sir Ben Kingsley.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was amazing experience to be in the movie with such people.
Yeah.
And another movie of Lord Buddha.
Yeah.
It's called the Siddhartha. I got to do a small role in that.
Yeah. So let's do something interesting over here. I'm going to ask you to sing a song, which is a very popular song in India.
All right.
And I'm sure you've heard the song.
No, don't put me in the spot.
No, I'm not putting you in the spot. It's going to be fun. I'm going to give you the lyrics. This song is a huge song in India. Everybody sings it.
Okay.
So if you get this right, you have no idea that you would actually be like making, millions of fans in India with one go.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
It's simple. In English, it says, "My name is Sheila."
My name is Sheila. Is that the song?
Exactly. Sheila ki Jawani.
Sheila ki Jawani.
Okay, that's Dushyanth singing for you, Sheila ki Jawani. Here we go.
My name is Sheila, Sheila ne Jawani. I'm too sexy for you.
मैं तेरे हाथ ना
मैं तेरे हाथ ना
आनी.
आनी.
Oh, I like that. I like what you do with that. Okay, you know what? I also want to ask you. You've traveled all across the globe, and you've seen the music trends changing, and now there's all about this digital revolution, which makes music communicate to people all across the globe in real time. What's your take on the same?
Well, I think technology does take it to a certain place where sometimes we feel like we're losing what we are. But yet again, as an artist, I believe I just keep on doing what I'm good at. And if technology can make it any better, and if the fans like it that way, I'll probably do music like that. But I'll stick to my roots. I'll write my songs. I'll sing my songs, and I'll try to be the best at who I am.
Yeah.
I'll probably not let technology get over me too much.
Yeah. And now that you're here on ArtistAloud.com, had you heard about them before?
Well, not a lot, but I knew about ArtistAloud because Shehan was the guy who, does all this for me.
Yeah.
And absolute brother from another mother.
Yeah.
So he's given me all this information, and I knew about it. And then again, when he said, "Buddy, we are doing ArtistAloud," I was like, "You're kidding me again?" Then he's like, "No, we did T-Pain and the same thing."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
Super cool. No, I'm glad that you were here, and we got an opportunity to interact with you. Though there are going to be millions of fans of yours, all across the globe watching this program. But I'm sure here in India, more people are going to, recognize that how there's so much bundle of talent right next door. Right next door, we have an international star. It was such a pleasure. I must say that, every once in a while, somebody so blessed with so much of talent, so much of energy, and so much of passion, where he just goes out to spread this message of love and music. And I think you're one of those lucky ones to have it. And I would love to see you live very soon, at one of your concerts.
You will.
Thank you, Dushyanth, for being on the show.
So much.
Such a pleasure.
Yes.
Such a pleasure. Well, that was the international star, Dushyanth, on New This Week, ArtistAloud.com. I'm going to catch you up next Monday, 4 p.m. Till then, listen to some great music. Bye-bye. Take care.
Somebody said ये बच्चा अच्छा गाता है इसे गवाओ.
ये प्राइस कहाँ से आ रहा है? मम्मा ड्राइंग कंपटीशन में आया है.
फोक सॉन्ग्स गाती हैं तो टेप निकल के आ जाएगा. गाइए. गुड़ बांटो हे सखी. You can watch me on New This Week at 4 p.m. Monday, only on ArtistAloud.com, where it's music first.
ऐसा है.
लड़कियां पर्स लेके आती हैं और लड़कियां डॉल्स लेके आती हैं और लड़कियां मेकअप किट लेके आती हैं. मैं गन लेके आई हूँ. आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम है?